The studio was colder than Adrian expected. Not physically, controlled, engineered. Every detail was calibrated. Lighting angled to sharpen his jawline. Background blurred just enough to create distance without disconnect. The kind of room designed to manufacture authority. The host leaned in, smiling. Adrian, people are calling you one of the most disciplined founders in the market right now. Revenue is climbing. Your culture is being praised. What are you doing differently? Adrian didn't pause. He never did. We built structure early. He said, clarity drives everything. Culture reinforces it. Execution sustains it. The host nodded slowly. That sounds simple. It is simple, Adrian replied. Simple doesn't mean easy. The clip was clean, polished, shareable. Within minutes, comments began stacking. This is leadership. Finally, someone who gets it, taking notes. Adrian glanced briefly at his phone between segments. Notifications flooding, engagement climbing, validation, proof, signal. What he didn't see was happening. Simultaneously, 3 floors below his executive office, inside a private Slack channel titled Ops Core Leadership, Mara typed first. We cannot keep pushing people like this. A response came quickly. They won't say it publicly, but they're done. Another message. I've had 3 resignation conversations this week. Then, the line that changed everything. We are telling the market one story. We are living another. Back in the studio, the host smiled again. Final question, what's next? Scale, we're just getting started. A different conversation was unfolding. The account had no name, no history, no followers. At 7:14 p.m., it posted one image. A screenshot, Slack messages, names blurred, tone unmistakable. Caption, this is what elite culture actually looks like. At first, nothing happened. Then 1 like, then 3, then someone quote posted it. This aligns with what I've heard. That was the spark. Within an hour, it had spread beyond the company's network. Former employees began engaging. Not surprised. Same experience. Leadership? Doesn't listen. Adrian was still unaware. He was at dinner with 2 investors, explaining expansion strategy. Across the city, Lucian Voss sat alone in his office, phone in hand. He read every comment, every reply, every emotional signal. He didn't react immediately. He forwarded the post to his head of strategy. Map sentiment velocity, he wrote. Then a second message. Identify amplification nodes. A pause. Then the final instruction. Do not engage. Accelerate indirectly. The reply came back seconds later. Understood. Lucian placed his phone down. Calm, precise, patient. He wasn't creating the narrative. He was feeding it oxygen. The message came at 5:52 a.m. Adrian saw it before he got out of bed. Hi, Adrian. I'm working on a piece regarding internal culture concerns at your company. Would you be open to comment? He sat up immediately. What concerns? He muttered. He opened Twitter, then LinkedIn, then the article, published, already circulating. Headline, Inside the Culture Tension Behind a High-Growth Company. He read quickly, then slower. Anonymous sources, descriptions of burnout, claims of leadership distance, no single accusation extreme enough to dismiss. That was the danger. It was believable. His phone rang. Investor. Adrian? I just saw the article. We're reviewing it now. Is it accurate? A pause. We'll address it. Another message came in. Client. Everything okay on your end? Then another. Prospective hire. Would love clarity before moving forward. Adrian stood up, walked to the window. City still waking up. Momentum still intact, but something had shifted. Not collapse, destabilization. Lucian Voss posted. Building at scale is complex. Respect to Adrian Vale for what he's created. The tone was perfect. Measured. Professional. Neutral. Enough to avoid suspicion. Supportive enough to gain credibility. The comments followed immediately. Class act. True leader. This is how competitors should behave. Adrian read it twice. Then again. He forwarded it to Mara. What do you think? He wrote. Her reply came back quickly. I think he just validated the narrative. Adrian stared at the screen. Lucien had never acknowledged him publicly, not once. Now, at the exact moment pressure surfaced, he chose visibility, not attack. Positioning. Meanwhile, a second article went live. Different outlet, same tone. Third followed within the hour, same themes, same framing. Lucien closed his laptop. He didn't need to watch anymore. The system was moving. The conference room felt different. No urgency, no chaos. Just wait. Adrian stood at the head of the table. Mara sat to his left, finance to his right, HR across. Marketing near the window. He didn't open with strategy. He didn't open with defense. He asked one question. Is any of this true? Silence, not confusion, not disagreement, recognition. Mara spoke first. Not all of it, a pause. But enough of it. Adrian nodded slowly. Why didn't I know? Finance shifted in his chair. We've been flagging margin pressure, HR added quietly. Turnover has been increasing. Marketing looked down. We've adjusted. Messaging to stay aligned with growth. Adrian looked at Mara. And you? She didn't hesitate. We're pushing people past sustainable limits. Another pause. You built a system that scales performance, she continued. But not recovery. The room stayed still. Adrian felt it clearly now. Not failure, exposure. Adrian leaned forward, slower now, more deliberate. Why didn't I see it? No one rushed to answer. Mara did. You stopped looking. He held her gaze. That's not accurate. It is, she said calmly. You focused on output. Not condition, HR added. People stopped escalating. Because nothing changed when they did. Finance followed. We adapted around the pressure instead of addressing it. Adrian sat back. The pattern was clear. No single failure, accumulation, avoidance, misalignment. He exhaled slowly. For how long? He asked. Mara answered. Long enough. 11:47 p.m. Adrian sat alone in his office. Lights off, city glowing through the glass. His phone vibrated. Unknown number. One message. You don't have a brand problem. You have a truth problem. He stared at it. Another message followed. I can show you where it started. A file appeared. No name, no explanation. Just a timestamp. 9 months earlier. Adrian hesitated, then opened it. His expression changed, subtle, but undeniable. Because he recognized it immediately. The first moment he ignored.